the size on me. I'm getting looked up, down with these big frowns. They already thrown by the size of me. I don't really get truth, put my deuce up. I will not live in apology. I wish you lose love, but truly you suck. Gon' make way for a prodigy.
Nobody do it better than me, not incredibly. I do this competitively, uneditably. These falling silent when I walk up in the building. Worry about their future like I'm here to snatch their children. That line was brilliant. How I'm not already in the millions? Am I not the picture of resilience? Why they test my patience? Hyping all this lame. No one got a brain, they just be liking all the same. Is this what the I'm in on industry games? I'm convinced that nobody is speaking my language. I'm a good ass, so listen close when I say this. After every feel stainless. I can make a scene go. Everything I wrote gon' smoke, so dangerous. I can make an Einstein feel brainless. But look on the bright side, hope yield changes. I'ma get it started, please give me a pardon. Cause this the type of beat that get the whole crowd marching. Time to shut it down, we made the whole town Spartan. I'm from outer space, so all my homegirls Martian. It's about to get critical, this moment is pivotal. Here to feed the streets that say my influence umbilical. We gon' make it grimy, never get behind me. Told you I'm the best, I done said it with my chest. So for real, nobody try me.
Down in the new town, I already feel that it's size on me. I'm getting looked up, down with these big frowns. They already thrown by the size of me. I don't really get truth, put my deuce up. I will not live in a
From one of the loudest venues in the National Football League, you get a look there at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. Justin Tucker all set, and we are set to see the cream of the crop in the AFC as we are underway here with the Ravens and the Chiefs. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Here's Pacheco once again. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up second down. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Mahomes now to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. 53 yards. And the Chiefs are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Felix Anudike-Uzomah, the man to get home for the sack.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they? They
certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Facing 4th down, Baltimore will punt. Jordan Stout out there. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He's going to look deep for more. And this is caught. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10. In motion left, Flowers. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now Jackson on 2nd down. And they were looking to set up the screen, but that's going to be incomplete. Almost wound up going the other way. Well covered defensively, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Oh, I have some regrets on that one. Right there for him, and he dropped it. Still, terrific anticipation to see the screen and get to a spot early enough to nearly pick that one off.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 45-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Nick Bolton there on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. From the gun, Jackson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick.
So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. 39 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Elijah Moore, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Chiefs are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. He'll get this to about the 38. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
From the gun, it's Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers.
Down to the 10.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Zay Flowers.
62 yards.
And the Ravens are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Now Mahomes. It got his man complete.
Now he breaks free in the middle of the field.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. 72 yards.
And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Flowers. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson.
Throw caught by Flowers.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 36. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Jackson on first down. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. To throw is Jackson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback and even a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
That's a double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
68 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
On play action, it's Mahomes.
That's complete to the fullback, Ricard.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And here's a give to Spears.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
And Spears with another carry.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted.
And the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some...
And the Chiefs are going to get him. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. That is caught, and they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Slot man moves right. Jackson will throw again.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here at their own 23. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks him right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon, as he ran off the field after making that play.
And that's caught inside the 30. Fans, a reminder, coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando for highlights and analysis and scores from around the NFL here in this opening weekend.
Let's put the coach to work.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 80 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And the Chiefs are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep, and he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Elijah Moore
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Chiefs are able to add on to their first-half lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the rout is on here in this first half.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down. Here's Jackson.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
And now off to the races down the right side.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson.
From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle.
McPherson's kick is good. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now it's Jackson. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
He will return this from
and all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football.
Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Flowers going to go in motion right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has now allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. And now Jackson will look to throw it. He'll buy some time right. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay? Because it says something like this. I've got this many seconds to find a target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this first down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets a big gain, and they'll come right back with another 1st and 10.
Quick strike out wide by Jackson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with him.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Isaiah Likely
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Ravens get a bit closer.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is down to 24. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Up the middle they go. Gilmore. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And he is finally brought down at the Ravens' 27-yard line.
113 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes.
They'll set up the screen to Pacheco.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Now 2nd and 3.
Now a handoff up the middle. Gilmore. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game.
And the Chiefs will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Jackson to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about it.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Zay Flowers.
Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Ravens are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his 2nd touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline. They want to do it with some gusto, too.
133 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture, as now they've got a 1st and 10. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. On 1st down, they go back to Pacheco. Down at the 25.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Well, still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Up the middle they go.
Gilmore.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Gilmore. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That one good for 12 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Chiefs are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. And McPherson on for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. 2nd and 10.
Throwing is Jackson.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down. Jackson. He finds his man, complete. That's Murray. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Again, Jackson. Wide open receiver, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now Jackson on first down. This will be caught at about the 6. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Jackson now. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he...
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is down to 24. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. Brought down on the play by Trenton Simpson. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Again, it's Pacheco. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. 3rd and 4. A give right side for Pacheco. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's the Chiefs punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Reed. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds.
I will not live in apology.